Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos, and boy do we have a fun one today. We are using Blackluster Soldier with its brand new support from the mini box. Probably the only thing that I can honestly say I was excited about in the new mini box. I haven't tried our mages, they look annoying, and Machina Fortress I haven't tried at all. So I was able to get a complete set of Envoy of Chaos. It was actually the only card other than Humid Winds that I was able to get 3 of in the pack opening, if you saw. But yeah, I decided to go ahead and make this deck. Now sure, you can make Blackluster Soldier with 20 card, a 20 card deck, probably Master of Right, something like that. But you know me, I gotta go big. So we're using Lightsworn yet again because this deck has insane graveyard synergy. Envoy of Chaos, in my opinion, it's definitely a 3-of. If this card is sitting in the graveyard, at the end phase you can banish a light and a dark monster and you get to add it to the hand. Now why is that important? Because the beginning night and evening twilight night, when banished, they get to add a ritual spell and monster respectively. So not only do you get to add your Envoy of Chaos at the end phase, you're going to be banishing these 2 cards and adding a ritual spell and a ritual monster. It's insane. On top of that, Super Soldier Synthesis works with a Blackluster Soldier that's already in the graveyard. So if you mill your Blackluster Soldier, no worries, you don't even have to search it, you just summon it from the grave. The one thing that I would change after testing, but I didn't, and you guys know I don't make the changes. I show you the deck that I used, and then I talk about the changes I would make going forward. I'll probably add a 3rd Evening Twilight Night, just because we're only running 5 Dark Warriors, and we're running we're running 5 and 5. So there was one scenario in which I didn't have a dark in the deck, so I was forced to use my dark from the hand, and my only dark in the hand was Envoy of Chaos, and I would have been able to super boost, but because I didn't have another dark in the deck, I was forced to use it. So maybe I would go for 3 Evening Twilight Night and cut the Super Soldier Soul to 1, excuse me. Super Soldier Soul, it's really cool, but I never really used it. I never drew into it. When I did, I would just send it to the grave to search one of the little guys. So yeah, maybe 3 of these and then just 1 of these, because it's still a nice card to use. You can send 1 Blackluster Soldier monster from your hand to the graveyard until your opponent's next end phase. This card's attack becomes 3000 and this card's name becomes Blackluster Soldier, meaning you can use your Envoy of Chaos on Super Soldier Soul. You can manage this card from your graveyard at 1 beginning or evening twilight, like I said. And yeah, other than that, I threw in 2 Thunder Dragon Duo because we can use those to banish or beginning and evening twilight nights, so that we can search for BLS and the ritual spell. We can also put anything that's banished back in the deck, so if you're running out of fodder for your rituals, you can send back a dark or a light depending on what you banish with Dragon Duo. And he's just a nice beater, man. It can search itself, which is great. Yeah, I love Dragon Duo. Other than that, you guys know the basic Lightsworn engine. We have triple charge, triple Raiden, and triple Lumina Lightsworn Summoner. The really cool thing about this deck is that your Super Soldier Synthesis requires light and dark monsters, right? So your charge can easily search for Raiden, and then you can use the Raiden to ritual summon. On the other side, if you don't have a Raiden in the graveyard for your Lumina synchro play, you can ritual summon first, send the Raiden to the graveyard, and then go for your Lumina play. You can then go into whatever synchro you want to go into. We have pretty much the same brigade we always do. 777 with the 1 Scrap Dragon and 1 Brionic. But yeah, the deck is super fun. I have 1 Gateway of Chaos to search Blackluster Soldier because I don't have a 3rd one, although it never really came up. I was just a little afraid about using triple Solar Recharge because when I run triple Solar Recharge, I tend to brick with it a lot unless I'm running pure Lightsworns. Double Raikou just so we have more targets for the Solar Recharge. It's also a safe turn 1 play. You just set it, and if they don't destroy it, you get to mill and destroy a card on the field. So overall, it's a really good card. The skill I'm using is Draw, Send, Spell, or Trap. The only reason I'm using this skill is because we have a new character, and as I normally do, I started leveling up the character and farming skills. So it's the only useful skill other than restart that I unlocked while playing this deck. And it actually came in clutch a couple of times because, you know, you're either gonna get Gateway of Chaos. If you have a Lightsworn, you get the Solar Recharge, get your Ritual spell, or you get charged. So there's really not a bad target with the Drossen Spell Trap if you happen to need it. But enough of that, let's go ahead and show y'all some gameplay. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna have this video ready tonight, but the deck was super fun. I kept playing it and it was doing very well. I think part of it is people don't know what the deck does. They don't realize that the deck has a hand trap, so they attack into it. Oh, I forgot to put a mat and sleeves. It's gonna look all ugly. But anyway, we're going up against Sane. This is another really cool thing about the dual win con sort of decks. You know, we have Lightsworns and we have DLS. He's gonna be able to stop one of my plays, so I can either bait with Lightsworns for, you know, the trap card. I can bait it with Lightsworn like I did right here, and we can follow up with the Super Soldier Synthesis. Oh, I forgot to mention the best part of these little guys. I didn't even talk about it. When your BLS is ritual summon using these guys, they gain this effects. If you use Evening Twilight, once per turn you can target one monster your opponent controls, banish it. And once per turn you can banish one random card from your opponent's hands face down until your opponent's next end phase. So they don't use it for the whole turn, which is crazy. There's also no restriction, so you can still attack when you activate that effect. It's really nuts. And for beginning night, same thing. Once per turn you can banish target a monster and banish it. And if you attack and destroy a monster, send it to the graveyard, you get to attack again in a row, which is really good. So right here, we're just gonna banish something from the hand in case there's like a Kydroid or something threatening, and we're gonna finish the OTK. Easy. I'm telling you, man, Cyber Dragon players, their strategies are so linear that it's so easy to bait them. At that point, they have to activate the overflow, otherwise they're gonna get Black Rose, which some of the times I've seen players that don't mind getting Black Rose because you get the spell search and your dragons go to the graveyard, so you can still banish them with another overflow. But anyway, here we're going up against Blair, and you're gonna see some spicy plays. We're gonna go with charge, add a Lumina. Lumina is going to send Evening Twilight, Raiden, mill 2 more, and now we have a Blackluster Soldier in the graveyard. We just need to search for a ritual spell. So unfortunately I didn't have my Evening Knight, which is the guy that you want to banish to search the field spell. So we're gonna banish Evening Twilight Knight, add another BLS Soldier. But you know what? It's within the deck. The problem is I didn't know what I was gonna mill, right? If I would have known, I would have sent Beginning Knight instead of Evening Twilight Knight. It's the RNG factor of the deck. We're going up against Melodious, attack, charge, destroy my Thunder Dragon. We're gonna banish the Melodious, go for the attack, attack into a mirror wall, which is unfortunate, but at least we have a face down Raikou. So we're gonna be safe. Destroy the card. End phase, once again, we're gonna banish. This time we have a Beginning Knight in the grave, so we're gonna be able to search for a ritual spell. Every comes back if he didn't have enough to worry about. Alright. Activate Synthesis, and let's say, for the sake of argument, they have a Kuriboh or a Kydroid. We are using both Knights, so we can banish a monster, we can attack twice, and we can banish a card from the hand. So goodbye Kydroid or Kuriboh. Boost them up 4500. Easy game. Just think about that. Let's say he had Grit there. We attack for 45, the Grit breaks, and then we finish him off with Fortune Lady Every. I mean, this deck it's really nice, and you know, the build is just to test the core cards of the deck. As we realize, you know, what cards are extra, like maybe the Dragon Duo is not needed because your Envoy of Chaos is going to be banishing your monsters. You can add Kydroids, you can add Kuribohs, you can add more protection, you know, to make the deck better or whatever. So we're going to add Gateway, go for Charge of the Light Brigade. We don't have a Lightsworn in the grave, so there's no point in going for the Lumina. We're just gonna go for the double mill with Raiden. Banish to add my Envoy of Chaos, and we're gonna add a BLS as well, because we banished the Evening Twilight. So Lupine banishes Thunder Dragons. I was really glad that he had to go Lupine. Normally when Thunder Dragons start with a Lupine instead of Gold Sarcophagus, that most of the time that means they won't be able to go into a synchro play. And if they can go into a synchro play, they have to go into like double duo or something like that to really finish you off. So I knew I was safe. We're gonna take some damage here, but hey, let's use our handy dandy skill. Activate Super Soldier Synthesis. We're gonna use both knights, one from the deck, one from the hand. So our BLS can banish and can attack twice. I didn't want to attack twice though, and you know, give him card advantage, because Roar is gonna special summon, and then I'm gonna destroy whatever he special summons. He gets back his leaves, he gets searches. I don't want to deal with all that, so we're just gonna banish the Lupine, and we're gonna wait it out. We have Envoy of Chaos. He's gonna normal summon Dragonhawk. I know what he's doing. As soon as he searched Duo, I'm like, okay, he's not gonna synchro. I don't have to worry about Zeta or anything like that. He goes for Matrix. That's a nice boost you got there, but mine is 1500, and we get the scoop. So obviously my follow-up was gonna be a second Blackluster Soldier that could also banish and attack twice. Well, they can only attack twice if you destroy a monster, so. Did I? No, we've seen 3, right? Yeah, Thunder Dragons, Zane, and Melodious. Okay, so this is Blue Eyes. I'll be the first to say I did get lucky against this Blue Eyes player. They didn't have an insane board that could just finish me off in one turn. So we're gonna mill 2, activate Envoy of Chaos, banish both of the knights, and look at this card advantage. We started with 4 cards, we milled 7, and now we're adding 3 cards to our hand in the end phase. We added the Envoy of Chaos, the Ritual, and the Ritual Monster. We are all loaded. All we have to do is survive. We have a synchro play with Lumina. We have our Ritual Summon. We're gonna be able to banish from the hand. We're gonna be able to banish from the from the field. So he goes for the Blue Eyes. Thankfully, couldn't really do much other than special summon a Blue Eyes. Time to finish him up. Summon Lumina, mill 2 more. Going to Psyframe Lower Zeta in case he's able to survive. And unfortunately, I didn't pick up another dark monster, another level 4 dark or light monster, so I have to use my my chaos. But it doesn't matter because we're banishing the Blue Eyes and we're attacking twice. GG. And then this last one is actually another Blue Eyes deck, but they're running Ishizu and it's a 30 carder. So we'll see which one is the better 30 card deck. Spoiler alert. Minus. And I was really sad too because this is the duel that I mentioned where I wish I had another Evening Twilight that would have stayed in the grave, because then the replay would have been that much glorious. We're gonna mill. Look at all that mill. Banish 2. Once again, we're gonna add Envoy. Search the Ritual spell and the Ritual monster, and all we gotta do is survive. So this is why I'm saying maybe some Kite Droids, maybe Grievos, or some sort of protection for situations like this where we can turn 1 synchro and have other than a Raiden on the field. But luckily my opponent's gonna go Blue Eye Spirit Dragon and no more. He does get a Blue Eyes at the end phase. Now, I don't know why he didn't negate this Envoy of Chaos, but he didn't. So we're gonna have 3 Envoys. Now this is not once per turn, meaning I can boost my Blackluster Soldier by 4500 attack. But unfortunately, I don't have any more darks in the graveyard. I only have lights. So he's smart here. He's going to immediately tag out so that I can target his dragons and banish them. At least he knows that much. So yeah, as you can see, I was forced to use my Dark one, and my only other light warrior in the deck was Raiden. So we're not getting any additional effects, which is a little unfortunate, but I mean, it's a 6,000 attack beater. Solar Recharge, we're gonna draw into Dragon Duo, Envoy of Chaos ×2. Yeah, so normally we would have been able to attack twice, or just keeping the third Envoy of Chaos would have been lethal. He doesn't even want to fight it out though. Dragon Duo is going to search for the second Dragon Duo. In the end phase, we're gonna add Envoy of Chaos again, so once again we have a 4500 beater on the board, and we get the scoop. Super fun, man. There's so many decks that I want to use on stream. I'm not sure when that's gonna be, but it's gonna be a very fun stream when we do figure that out. So yeah, super fun. Early stage, literally day one, a couple hours into the box is when I started playing this. So there's gonna be changes, but right now I love 30 card decks. I love being able to add the Lightsworn engine so that you have, you know, synchros, because there's some stuff you're not gonna be able to out with your BLS only. Like, you know, if you don't have the Envoy of Chaos to boost, what are you gonna do against Saber Dancer? You can't target it, you know. So you need some other outs. Having a synchro engine is just perfect for that. But thank you all so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And until next time.